the pictures that you have in your book, we are on page 86, right? There you have, you know, some images about some inventions and some discoveries. Oh, before we guys check that part, I want you to give me some information about important inventions in history. What comes to your mind when we talk about, you know, inventions? Okay. What else you said?
The internet.
The internet. All right. Emily?
Smartphone.
Smartphones. Okay, you're talking about modern inventions, the internet, you know, the telephones or smartphones. That's good. And if we talk about other like inventions throughout history,
Radio.
the radio could be, yeah, sure. Let me show you
TV.
some of the TV. Let me show you some of the top 10. Let me show you some of the top 10. Yeah, you mentioned, right? The telephone. Here. Can you read, please? The computer. Okay. There are many inventions. What about this? The television. You have mentioned too, the TV. The automobile or the car, you know? That's an important invention too. The camera.
Headphones.
Look at this.
The steam engine.
The steam engine. The steam engine is like, it's like, you know, the first train. The first train. Okay. You know, check in the maybe in the translator or have a look at the translator. What does the steam engine mean? What does the steam engine mean? Can you say that in Spanish?
Máquina de vapor.
Yeah, or la locomotora. No? Say, yeah, that's good. That was, you know, like the first train. Okay, the steam engine. Yeah, locomotora. That was the name. Yeah. Look at this. The sewing machine. The sewing machine is useful now too. I mean, it was a great invention because with it, we can have clothes. People can make clothes. They use this machine to make clothes. What does that mean in Spanish?
Máquina de coser.
La máquina de coser, the sewing machine, sewing machine. Okay, Diana mentioned that, right? Well, she said the electricity, I think you said that, Diana?
The light.
The light, you say, okay, but you mean, okay, I think you refer to the electricity or to the product, the light bulb. El foco, ¿te referías al foco o la luz eléctrica? Al foco, yeah. The light bulb, yeah, no, el foco, la. The light bulb, okay, the light bulb. Penicillin, yeah, and we have that, right? Penicillin. And the mechanical clock. Okay, there are other inventions. There are also modern inventions. But some people say that these are, you know, the top 10 inventions throughout history, ¿no? A lo largo de la historia, throughout history. Okay, so you can have a look at them. But in the book, we have some images about, you know, about different inventions and discoveries. This is what we are going to check now. All right, so that was just like a kind of vocabulary review. This is what you guys have in the book, right? Diana, can you read? What's this object?
The wheel.
The wheel, okay. Some people consider the wheel as a great invention, right? As a great invention because there was a kind of evolution regarding transportation for people. Claudia, Can you read this other? What does it say? Penicillin, the first wonder drug. Okay, penicillin there in medicine. Marina, can you read the other?
The 3D printer.
The 3D printer. Thank you. Let's have Valentino. Can you read about this? Yes, Valentino?
Okay. The mosquito net.
The mosquito net or the mosquito net. Yes, the mosquito net. Look, this is still used, right? It's this product or this, maybe we'll say this invention doesn't use any technology, right? It doesn't use any technology, but it's very useful. It's important and it's useful, right? The mosquito net. Okay, there are no more students. Then we have the X-ray, right? The X-ray and the television. So we have here different inventions throughout the history. And what I want you to do, guys, is to think about life, okay? Think about life before these things were invented or discovered, okay? So you guys are going to work in 2 groups. Okay, there are just 5, right? Well, let's have 2 groups. And I want you to answer this question, to prepare ideas. What was life like before these things were invented? You know what I mean? What was like? What was life like?
Es como que, ¿cómo era la vida antes
Yes,
de
what was life like before them? Before, you know, the invention of the wheel, before the invention of penicillin, what happened? What happened to people before penicillin, you know, was like, well, created or actually invented? Okay, I want you to think and prepare one idea, you know, like for example, antes de que la rueda fuera inventada o antes de la rueda, ¿no? La gente se transportaba en animales o la gente tenía que caminar mucho, I don't know, something like that. All right, I want you to prepare ideas about what was life like before these inventions existed. This is the idea. I'm going to give you about 7.
Yeah, Ben and I got eaten alive last weekend. We went away for a second honeymoon at this cute little bed and breakfast in the mountains, but the mosquitoes were brutal.
Oh, that doesn't sound very romantic. Didn't they have screens in the windows?
Well, they did, but ours had a big hole, and we didn't realize it until the middle of the night. What a nightmare.
Too bad you didn't bring any insect repellent. There are tons of mosquitoes in the mountains this time of year. Hello?
We actually did have some, but it just didn't work that well. You know how Ben is. Everything has to be organic and natural and...
Well, with all due respect to Ben, you just have to bite the bullet once in a while and use the stuff that works. Whether you like it or not, the poison is effective.
I agree, but Ben won't hear of it. You know, next time we go away for a romantic weekend, I'm packing one of those mosquito nets to hang over the bed.
Okay, so the question is like, you see, she in the first picture, she is showing Jody her arms. And she says, Leslie says at the beginning, look at the first line of the conversation. Leslie says, this itching is driving me crazy. Itching. Oh, you say, oh, this itching is driving me crazy. So the itching is product of the mosquito bites, right? So she got a lot of mosquito bites during her trip to the mountain. And now, what product does Jody say Leslie should have brought? What product does Jody say she should have brought? What product does she recommend?
Insect repellent.
Insect repellent, yes, insect repellent, okay. And what does she say? I mean, she didn't take any, right? She didn't take any because she said that that her husband, that Ben, likes to use only organic products. Okay, so he doesn't like to use, chemicals. He's everything organic, right? It's in this part. Leslie says, well, actually, did have some, but it just didn't work that well. You know how Ben is. Everything has to be organic and natural. So probably the product they had was not that effective because it was, organic and natural. So didn't work well, didn't kill the mosquitoes. And also at the end, they mention another product. They mention another product.
The mosquito nets.
The mosquito net, yeah. So Leslie says, next time we go away for a romantic weekend, I'm packing one of those mosquito nets to hang over the bed. It's more effective, right? It's more effective. Let's listen to the conversation again. And I would like you to maybe repeat, help me repeat, since there are just 5 of you. I think we can practice the conversation, okay? We are going to have the chance and you can repeat the conversation. First, let's repeat all of us together. I don't see you guys. Quiero darle play. No los veo. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't see you. But you are there, right? Yeah. Okay. So I won't see you, but I want you guys to repeat. If it's possible, you can turn on your microphone, activate your microphone and repeat.
Read and listen to a conversation about how an invention might have helped someone.
This itching is driving me crazy.
Can you repeat? This itching
is driving
me crazy.
Look at your arm. Are those mosquito bites?
You guys, look at your arm. Are those mosquito bites?
Yeah, Ben and I got eaten alive last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben and I got eaten alive last weekend.
We went away for a second honeymoon at this cute little bed and breakfast in the mountains, but the mosquitoes were brutal. Ugh.
We went away
for
a second honeymoon at this cute little bed and breakfast in the mountains, but the mosquitoes were brutal.
That doesn't sound very romantic. Didn't they have screens in the windows?
That doesn't sound. You guys,
That doesn't very romantic.
Didn't they have screens in the windows, right? Screens are kind of, protectors, but you can also feel the fresh air, but they have, some kind of window protectors to insects.
Well, they did, but ours had a big hole, and we didn't realize it until the middle of the night. What a nightmare.
Too bad you didn't bring...
Well, but ours had a big hole. Continue. And we didn't realize it until the middle of the night.
Until the middle of the night.
What a nightmare, right? Qué pesadilla. What a nightmare. This part.
Nightmare.
Too bad you didn't bring any insect repellent. There are tons of mosquitoes in the mountains this time of year. Hello?
Too bad. You guys, you didn't bring any insect repellent. There are tons of mosquitoes in the mountains this time of year. Hello? Okay. I play, you listen. When I stop, you repeat immediately, okay? You repeat.
Oh, we actually did have some, but it just didn't work that well.
We actually did have some, but it just didn't work that well.
You know how Ben is. Everything has to be organic and natural and, well,
You know how Ben is. Everything has to be organic, natural, and
well, with all due respect to Ben, you just have to bite the bullet once in a while and use the stuff that works.
well,
with
with all due respect to Ben,
Well,
you
we
just
just
have to buy the bullet once in a
have to
while
buy
and use the
for
stuff that
once
works.
in a while. Use the stuff that works.
Whether you like it or not, the poison is effective.
Whether you like it or not, the poison is effective.
I agree, but Ben won't hear of it.
I agree. But Ben won't hear of it.
You know, next time we go away for a romantic weekend, I'm packing one of those mosquito nets to hang over the bed.
You know, next time we go away for a romantic weekend, I'm packing one of those mosquito nets to hang over the bed. Okay. Oh, yeah, now I see you. I couldn't see you at all. No los veía para nada, chicos. Nuevo. I don't know why. To read the list of these important inventions and discoveries, and it says at. You are going to include, okay, at another important one to the list. So in the last, you can include another important invention or discovery. And then please rank them in order of importance. Number 1 is the one that is the most important for you. To number 10, the least important. Okay? Yes, can you guys take 1 minute? Let's check the list. You are going to use your own criteria, okay? Your own ideas. Tatiana, can you read the list just to check the vocabulary?
Read and listen to a conversation about new technology.
I just got a new car.
No kidding. What kind?
The Alva 500. The 500 model is top of the line. I thought I'd treat myself.
Well, congratulations. If I had the money, I'd get a new car myself.
That's a conversation. Let me ask you a couple of questions right here. Gas technology, and this is what we have, right? That's the picture. Let me ask you a couple of questions. What kind of car did the woman buy? Because they are talking about which, can you say that again, Claudia? I'm sorry. The Alba 500, okay. And would her friend like to buy a new car? Would her friend like to have a new car or to buy a new car too? What does she say?
Yes.
Yes, she would. And what does she say in the conversation? She says, well, congratulations. If
she had the money,
yeah,
get a new car myself.
She would get a new car herself, right? So she says, if I had the money, I could get a new car myself. So she would like to have a new car too, or she would like to buy a new car too. This is what she says in the conversation, right? This is what the conversation says. And I want you to pay attention to this structure. Actually, the last idea. This. If I had the money, I could get a new car myself. What does that mean? What does that mean in Spanish? Oops, I'm sorry.
Sería un carro nuevo, mí misma.
Si yo tuviera el dinero, yo compraría un auto nuevo. Yo misma compraría un auto nuevo. Right? Or por mí misma, I would say that myself is emphasizing. Okay, and what kind of sentence is that? Do you remember when you studied this topic in, when did you study? Conditionals, yeah. When did you study? When did you study that? It was with the second book, Top Notch 2? Yes, right. It was basic 7, maybe 8. Basic 8, I think, right? Yeah. Conditional, that's true. We are going to work on conditionals today. We are going to have a review actually, because the kind of conditional we are going to study is this. If I have the money, I could get a new car myself. Notice the form of the verbs. Dense cuenta en la forma de los verbos.
Past participle.
Is this past participle? Are you sure? Is this past participle?
Past simple.
Simple past. We have simple past. In the if clause, we have simple past. And in the result clause, check. This is the abbreviation of would, right? Would and a verb. So what do we have here? We have the modal would plus a verb, plus a base form of a verb. So we are going to study this type of conditional now. Simple past in the if clause plus would and a verb in the result clause. You mentioned, si yo tuviera el dinero, yo compraría un auto nuevo por mí misma. Okay. The woman is speculating about the present. Ella está especulando sobre el presente. The real situation in the present is that she doesn't have the money, right? She doesn't have enough money to buy a new car, but she's speculating about the opposite. But she's speculating about the present. Okay, so she is describing an imaginary situation in the present. Okay, so we use this conditional. We use the unreal conditional, the present unreal conditional to describe an imaginary situation, a situation that is not true in the present. And how do you form this conditional? ¿Cómo formamos este condicional? You use simple past in the if clause and would plus a verb, a base form of a verb in the result clause. Okay, this is what we are going to study and review actually. Vamos a hacer la revisión de los condicionales, okay? You have studied them in the past. And in the second lesson, we have the other type. Give me 1 second. All right, give me a second right now. Yes, okay. Uses new ideas. Okay, are you ready? We are going to listen to these, words. Actually, they are adjectives, okay? They are adjectives to describe manufactured products.
Read and listen. Uses new technology.
High tech. State of the art. Cutting edge.
Offers high quality.
High end. Top of the line. First rate.
Uses new ideas.
Innovative. Revolutionary. Novel.
Now listen again and repeat.
High tech.
Can you guys repeat? Hi, pero para nosotros eso es. So we are going to listen to some information about the strawberry smartphone, the black stone, the micro scanner, the Digicon V1X beta, or beta maybe, and the 17-inch LCD monitor. Okay, you are going to listen to the information about these products, these machines, and you have to identify what is the correct adjective. Are they talking about the quality, or maybe the new technology, or maybe it's a product that is different than the others? So you have to listen to the details and choose the best adjective. Okay? Let me play it for you guys.
Listen to the ads and choose the correct word or phrase. Ad 1.
Need the newest technology? The Strawberry Palm Top is a smartphone with 10,000 applications and room enough for 10,000 more. Get the latest technology for the lowest price. Now that's smart.
Ad 2.
For the most reliable workhorse in digital office phones, order the classic and traditional Blackstone. The Blackstone uses familiar, time-proven technology, no gimmicks or hard-to-understand buttons. No other office phone provides unfailing service and sound quality that's clear enough for a conference call with 50 people in the room.
Ad 3.
The microscanner enables you to scan images from a remote source. Clear as a bell color images transmitted from anywhere in your phone network can be instantly uploaded onto your PC. No more old-fashioned two-step processes. The microscanner is simple and inexpensive and makes all low-tech scanners obsolete.
Ad 4.
What's better than a camera phone? What about a phone camera? The Digicon B1X Beta permits you to talk to people on site in wide-angle and telephoto scenes, permitting you to direct them to get the best shot. Talk right into the lens. It's always ready. This all-in-one device uses ideas that most people haven't yet imagined, and it's available today for people who simply have to have all the latest applications.
Ad 5.
Available today from Technicon, the 17-inch LCD monitor, the latest in Technicon's award-winning monitors. This model has a beautiful sleek design and enhanced virtual surround sound speakers. Impress your guests. They'll know just by seeing it that you've purchased the very best in the Technicon line.
How was that? Do you want me to play it again? Okay. Yeah, sure, no problem. I will play it again, and I'm going to show you the captions so you can also read. As you listen, you can read and pay attention to, you know, to maybe the key phrases that can help us decide, you know, the adjective, the correct adjective. Okay, let me see if I can move this a little high, and I can show you the script right here. Can you guys read? Is that okay? If I play like this so you can read? Yeah, okay, we are going to listen again. Okay. Listen.
Listen to the ads and choose the correct word or phrase. Ad 1.
Need the newest technology? The Strawberry Palm Top is a smartphone with 10,000 applications and room enough for 10,000 more. Get the latest technology for the lowest price. Now that's smart.
Get the latest technology for the lowest price. Now that's smart. So what would be the correct adjective to describe the strawberry smartphone? State of the art or top of the line?
State of the art.
State of the art. Okay.
State of the art.
Yeah, sure. State of the art. If you want, you guys can write this idea next to it. You can remember that. You say, get the latest technology for the lowest price, right? You know that phrase can help you. ¿No? Lo último en tecnología. Consigue lo último en tecnología por el precio más bajo, it says.
2.
For the most reliable workhorse in digital office phones, order the classic and traditional Blackstone. The Blackstone
and traditional Blackstone
uses familiar, time-proven technology, no gimmicks or hard-to-understand buttons.
Okay, so it says that it uses familiar, and time-proven technology. What is the product? What are we talking about? What is the black stone? What kind of product is it?
The digital office phone.
It's a phone, right? It's an office phone. Okay.
No other office phone provides unfailing service and sound quality that's clear enough for a conference call with 50 people in the room.
Okay, so here, what is she describing?
High-end.
The black stone is a high-end device. Yes, high-end, right? Because it says that it offers, an unfailing service and a sound quality that's clear enough for a conference call with 50 people in the room. Good. High-end.
The microscanner enables you to scan images from a remote source. Clear as a bell color images transmitted from anywhere in your phone network can be instantly uploaded onto your PC. No more old-fashioned two-step processes. The microscanner is simple and inexpensive and makes all low-tech scanners obsolete.
Simple, inexpensive, and makes all low-tech scanners obsolete, ¿no? Ya sé que los scanners de baja tecnología los vuelve ya obsoletos. So what are we talking about? It is cutting edge. Yes, the microscanner is a cutting edge product. What is cutting edge, remember? The translation, what did you say?
Same to innovador.
Innovador or lo último, ¿no? Lo último en tecnología. Okay, that's cutting edge. Oh, are you taking notes maybe?
What's better than a camera phone? What about a phone camera? The Digicon B1X Beta permits you to talk to people on site in wide-angle and telephoto scenes, permitting you to direct them to get the best shot. Talk right into the lens. It's always ready. This all-in-one device uses ideas that most people haven't yet imagined.
This all-in-one device uses ideas that most people haven't yet imagined.
And it's available today for people who simply have to have all the latest applications.
Okay, so what's the best adjective to describe this product? The
Novel.
Novel, of course.
Novel.
Novel, yeah, sure. The Digicon B1X Beta is a novel camera. A novel camera. Okay, this is the idea. No? This all-in-one device uses ideas that most people haven't yet imagined. Uses ideas that most people haven't yet imagined. The last one, the monitor, right? Oh, I wasn't circling, I'm sorry. So what was the second one? High-end.
Add 5.
Available today from Technicon, the 17-inch LCD monitor, the latest in Technicon's award-winning monitors. This model has a beautiful sleek design and enhanced virtual surround sound speakers. Impress your guests. They'll know just by seeing it that you've purchased the very best in the Technicon line.
Impress your guests, right? Impresiona a tus invitados. They'll know just by seeing it that you have purchased the very best in the Technicon line. Ellos sabrán simplemente al mirarlo que tú has comprado lo mejor, ¿no? Lo mejor de lo mejor en la línea Technicon.
Top of the line.
Top of the line, sure. Top of the line. That's it. Conditional sentences or conditionals. We have the zero conditional, the first conditional, and the second conditional. You have studied these conditionals. Well, actually, you have studied the first conditional, right? The first conditional. Now we are going to study the second condition. You studied the zero and first conditional, or you studied with another name. Ustedes lo estudiaron con otro nombre. Los factual conditionals. Factual conditionals or real conditionals, okay? They are real, the information is true. In the second conditional, we are going to talk about imaginary situations and real situations in the present or in the future, okay? Let me show you, let's review. Pay attention to this presentation. So first of all, it's important to remember that conditional sentences are formed, están formadas, right? Conditional sentences are formed by two sentences, right? In this example, if I get up early, I make breakfast for my family. This is a conditional sentence. It has two parts, two sentences. The first sentence, the sentence with the if, is called the if clause, right? The first sentence, the first part, the sentence with the if is called the if clause. And the second clause, or the second sentence, is called the result clause, right? Aquí estamos viendo la estructura, chicos. Conditional sentences have two parts, or they have like two clauses, ¿no? Tienen dos oraciones. They have two clauses, the if clause and the result clause. Is that okay? Look, what is the punctuation that you use to separate the clauses? What do you use? What punctuation do you use to separate the clauses?
Comma.
You
The
use a
comma.
comma to separate the clauses. Okay, this is when the if clause is first and then the result. But can I change? Can I change the order of the clauses?
Yes.
Yeah. And what happens? What happens if I change the order? Do you remember what happens?
La coma.
The comma?
No. It's not necessary.
It's not necessary. The comma is omitted. The comma is dropped out. So you can change the order and you can say, I make breakfast for my family if I get up early. Okay? Do you remember those general ideas about conditionals? ¿Recuerdan, chicos, cómo están formadas? Two parts, two clauses, if clause, result clause, comma in the middle. You can change the order and you don't need a comma if you change the order. Is that okay? Con el zero y el first como factual conditionals. Factual viene de hecho real, algo que es cierto. Yeah, esto es el zero conditional or the present factual conditional because I use present, and I am talking about the present, right? So if I get up early, I make breakfast for my family. Ya, o en general, estoy hablando de algo que es cierto, ¿no? Si esto se da, si yo hago esto, esto es la consecuencia. But it's something real, es algo que es cierto, que se cumple. Okay? For example, to talk about habitual actions. Habitual actions, okay? Listen, but don't worry, we are going to check now. Just remember that in the zero conditional, we use present, and we talk about factual situations, real situations in the present. We are going to review. Okay, vamos a hacer aquí la revisión, so pay attention. This is, these are the names, right? Present factual conditional or the zero conditional. Yo más me los he aprendido con zero, first, second, third conditional. But it's okay. Los dos primeros, el zero y el first conditional son los factual, ¿no? Real information, factually conditional. So in this conditional, what happens? It's used to talk about general truths, verdades generales, things which always happen under certain conditions and habitual actions. Con este condicional lo que nosotros describimos son verdades generales, algo que siempre se da o que siempre ocurre bajo determinada condición y también para describir acciones habituales. For example, Tatiana, can you read this sentence, please? This conditional, this zero conditional.
Yes, miss. If I get up early, I go running.
What does that mean in Spanish? How can you interpret?
Si yo me levanto temprano, yo voy a correr.
A correr. Si yo me levanto temprano, yo voy a correr. Okay. What is this? A general truth or a habitual action? What is it describing?
Habitual.
A habit, right? A habitual action. But this is the condition. Only if I get up early, right? If I get up early, I go running. And look at this other. Emily, can you read this other sentence, please?
This great, it boils.
It boils. If you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. You know what does heat mean? Heat, look at this word, look at this verb. If you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. Si tú hierves agua hasta los 100 grados, what happens? What is the result? What happens to water when yeah, but boils doesn't mean that. It would be evaporates. Boils, hervir. Si tú calientas agua hasta los 100 grados, está hierve. What is this? Is this describing a habitual action or a general truth?
General.
A general truths. Okay, so we can use the zero conditional to talk about general truths or habitual actions. And what's the rule? What is the rule? What's the rule here? How do you form the zero conditional? Oops. How do you form the zero conditional? Simple present in the if clause and simple present in the result clause. Of course, you have a subject, right? If plus subject plus simple present in the if clause, comma, subject, simple present in the result clause, and complement, you know, the rest of the information. But just remember, zero conditional, present, present. In both clauses, you use simple present. Is that okay? And remember the use. Aquí lo que nos va a ayudar es sobre todo saber cuándo usar. ¿En qué contextos? The zero conditional talks about the present, but talks about habitual actions or general truths, verdades generales, cosas que siempre se van a dar, cosas que siempre van a ser ciertas, ¿ok? Bajo determinada condición. Is that okay? For example, if I say, if you sleep late, you wake up tired. Okay, something like that. Things that are always true are general truths. This is the zero conditional. You studied this before. You studied that, okay? Let's continue. And let me show you. Well, here you have some examples. Diana, can you help me read the first? Right? Eso se refiere a los usos horarios, ¿no? Si cruzamos, ¿no? Esas líneas, esos usos, la hora cambia, right? This is true. This is true. Claudia, can you help me read the next, please? Atmospheres, yeah. Si tú vas 10 metros bajo el agua, dice la presión se incrementa a 2 atmósferas. Okay, yeah, that's some kind of, you know, the explanation. This is basically always true. The pressure of 10 meters of water equals 1 atmosphere, for example, you know. This always happens. Valentino, can you read the last? Oh, Valentino is not answering. Valentino, please. Phosphorus. Okay, I will read for you. Phosphorus burns if you expose it to air. El fósforo se prende o se enciende si tú lo expones al aire, it says. This is a scientific fact. Es un hecho científico. You can taste it in a laboratory. Puedes comprobarlo en un laboratorio. Okay? So these ideas refer to general truths. That's why you can see simple present, simple present. Okay? This is the zero conditional. Okay. I want you to help me create some zero conditionals ideas based on the prompts. Too much chocolate, she gets sick. She gets sick. Okay. Please have a look at the others. Oh, sorry. Yeah. And you have 2 minutes because we don't have much time. Yeah. Let's do it. So it would be just, I'm going to just add, okay, because there is no time. So I say, if it would be if my daughter eats too much chocolate, comma, sorry guys for doing this, she gets sick, right? It will be like this. The second one, it says ice, el hielo, float, verbo flotar, drop means el verbo lanzar o arrojar.
If you drop.
Okay, ya, sí, ya casi tengo que cambiar. Yeah, so it will be like this. If you drop ice
in water.
In water, correct. It.
What? Comma.
Yeah, sure. It.
Float.
Only float. Otra vez el error del verbo. It.
Float.
Floats. Right? Si tú arrojas o lanzas hielo al agua, este flota. Okay, this is a general truth. Number 3.
If you
Negative.
Don't
What?
eat.
If
you don't eat.
Don't eat. Correct.
If you don't
If
eat,
you don't eat,
comma, you die.
you die. Well, not immediately, right? Sabemos que no es inmediatamente, but yeah.
Estoy muriendo, mis.
Okay, number 4. No rain, the grass not grow. So it's like, si no llueve, el grass no crece. Aquí se le tengo que agregar un sujeto, un pronombre. If it sería. If it doesn't rain, comma,
The grass
doesn't grow, right? If it doesn't rain, the grass doesn't grow. And the last, iron means hierro. Rust means oxidarse, oxidar. And get wet, humedecerse o mojarse. So it's like, si el hierro se moja o se humedece, este se oxida, right? If iron
Wet.
gets wet, comma, it rusts, for example. This is the zero, speculating about the future. ¿Recuerdan el first conditional?
Present and future.
Present, future. Very good. Present, future. The first conditional can be used when talking about what may happen in the future if certain condition occurs. Right? Usamos este condicional para hablar de lo que puede ocurrir en el futuro bajo cierta condición o si cierta condición ocurre. And here we have. If it rains, I'll go to school by bus. What do we have here? In the conditional clause or the possible situation, we have rain, simple present. And in the result clause or consequence, I'm expressing future, right? What's the rule, guys, right here? You have if plus simple present plus future with will, ¿no? Aquí estamos con future with will. But actually, you can use modals too. De repente esto no lo estudiaron, ¿no? Cuando hicieron conditionals, but you can also use modals or just be going to express future, right? Will, be going to are used to express future. The modals, estos modales may and might express possibility, ¿no? Expresan aquí una posibilidad que tiene que ver con, puede ser el futuro, ¿no? ¿Ok? Pero recuerden ustedes lo esencial es que es future. You describe a possible result or a possible consequence in the future. Is that okay? Will or be going to, it's fine. Just let me finish, guys. Okay, here we have some examples, as you can see. If it's sunny, we'll go to the park. Paula will be sad if Juan leaves. ¿No? Paula estará triste si Juan se va. If you cook the supper or the dinner, I'll wash the dishes. Si tú cocinas la cena, yo lavaré los platos. You know, we are talking about what may happen in the future. What do I have? Okay. I say, what's Roger going to do this Saturday afternoon? Well, it depends. It says, if the weather is good, if the weather is bad, what can we say? If the weather is good,
If we go to the beach,
he will go to the beach. If the weather is bad,
we go to the cinema.
He will go to the cinema or to the movies, right? This is the first conditional. Let me just escape, guys, because we need to move on. The present unreal conditional or the second conditional. This is the one we have here in the book. The second conditional can be used when talking about unreal or imaginary situations. Es otro contexto aquí. Nos referimos a situaciones imaginarias, situaciones irreales en el presente, cosas que no son ciertas ahora en el presente, pero que estamos especulando, ¿no? Sobre ellas. ¿Cómo sería si fuera lo opuesto? So that's the idea. Look, Diana, can you read this sentence? In Spanish, how do you translate? Lo traduzco como si yo tuvo. Si yo tuviera, right?
Si yo tuviera $1,000,000, yo compraría una casa grande.
Una casa enorme, una casa grande, ¿no? No lo traduzco como si tuvo, ¿no? Si yo tuve, porque had está en pasado, pero no lo traduzco así, si yo tuviera, ¿no? Porque estoy justo con el if. Si yo tuviera $1,000,000, what is the reality? What is true? I don't have $1,000,000, right? So what do we use here? We use if plus subject plus simple past, and in the result clause we use would and a verb, and a base form of a verb, okay? And we are speculating about imaginary situations in the present. This is the grammar, guys, okay? We are going to stop here. So please, for homework, I want you to work on exercises